Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Not quite sure what that was. My name is Haley Smith. This is my channel all about my journey with depression, and today I thought I would talk about a question I've gotten a lot from people, and it's what are some ways that you can support a friend or family member that is suffering with mental illness, which is a really good question because sometimes it's tough to know what to do. You don't want to offend or trigger anyone. So yeah, I thought I would talk about that. So I've thought up of 5 different ways you can support someone with mental illness, and I'm sure there's tons of other ways, but these are the 5 that I thought up myself that have been very beneficial for me. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's start. I decided I wanted to be comfy cozy when we do this, so here I am with my blanket. I am a lover of blankets. Hit the like button if you are too. Got my notes here. Here we go. All right, number 1 is to just listen. A lot of the time, like when I was going through my really dark time with depression, I had all of these feelings and thoughts, and I just needed someone to just sit and listen so I could just tell them what I was feeling and what was going on, not because I needed help per se, or I didn't need suggestions of things to do. I kind of just needed to process it, and being able to say it out loud to someone really helped. Listening also includes like not being on your phone while someone's talking to you, or making sure you're in a place that you can focus on them. If there's a football game playing in the background and you're distracted by that, it's obvious that you're not listening, and we can detect that, and that really has a negative effect on us. It can make us feel like we're not important, we're not worth your time or your energy. So just listening, making eye contact, nodding. I mean, you can give suggestions if they ask for it. All right, number 2. I always do that. That's 4. Number 2 is to validate their feelings. Sometimes, a lot of the time, those of us with mental illness feel a little crazy. I feel like we are just going crazy, and like our feelings aren't real, or they're not normal, which I know, granted, I guess they aren't normal in a sense, but it's always good to hear that, you know, I am truly depressed, or someone is very anxious and saying, you know, I can see how you feel that way, or I've never experienced that, but I can see how you might respond in that way, or something like that. Never say like, just snap out of it, because we can't. We're sick in our mind, and we can't just snap out of it. Try to avoid things like, you're just overreacting. Oh, that's just not good, because it's not true. You wouldn't just say to someone who's just sprained their ankle, you wouldn't tell them to go on a walk with you. Just, you're fine, come on a walk with me. Not the most helpful thing in the world. So it's the exact same thing with us, validating their feelings and letting them know, like, yeah, I can see how you might feel that way, or yeah, I can see that those things aren't normal, and maybe we can figure out a plan of action to help you. So number 3 is to treat them like a normal person, because they are a normal person. They're not crazy. They're not like, I don't know, they're not lesser of a human being. They're just sick, and they just need help and support. So treat us like you would treat anyone, with concern, with love. Include us in things, even though we might say no to going out to lunch or going to the movies. And even if we keep saying no to those things, it helps us to feel normal and accepted and supported and loved by being invited. And talk to us about normal things like your boyfriend or girlfriend, or talk to us about your family or something fun you did on the weekend. Just treat us like a friend, because we are a friend and we want to feel that love. Number 4, be patient. We are trying to figure out how to think, how to behave, how to live with this new piece of us. It's gonna be kind of bumpy. We're gonna maybe be very moody or very sensitive sometimes. And sometimes we might start doing something that we aren't supposed to do, and we know we're not supposed to do it, but we do it anyway. I don't know, things like that. It's just a really, really tough time. And I'm sure it can be really frustrating to be the person on the outside, because you know what they need to do to be happy, or you can see that they're making things worse. But be patient and be loving. It's not just gonna stop one day, unfortunately. We can get medication, we can get therapy, but it's gonna be a slow process, and it's gonna be something that we deal with the rest of our lives. So, you know, be there for us no matter what happens. All right, last one, number 5. One that's very important is to be positive. Our minds feed off of what it's given. So if we're filled with negativity, we're gonna feel pretty negative, and it's just going to grow into this negative monster. Just like anyone, if you're around negativity, you're gonna be negative. You're gonna feel those negative feelings. For me, with my depression, I was always filled with negative feelings. I was sad, I felt guilty. And so if I were around someone that was super negative all the time, then that would just grow exponentially. But my wonderful, wonderful husband was so positive and comforting, and, you know, letting me know all of the good things in life. It really helped to combat those negative feelings. Even though it didn't solve those negative feelings, it definitely helped for sure. So yeah, just being a ray of sunshine is always a good thing. So those are my tips. Comment below if you have any other tips. I would love to hear your ideas, things that people have done for you or you've done for someone else. Yeah. Thank you again for coming and watching a video. There will be new ones coming up, more interviews. If you want to share your story, let me know. My email will be down below. You can email me. Make sure to like and subscribe and share and all that jazz that you hear all the time. And I'll see you next time. Bye.